Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to our spring concert featuring the Blazer Jazz Band. And I hope you like jazz. We got a lot for you tonight. This could be the start of something big. See what I did there? Yeah, they laughed about half as much as you guys just did, so if that tells you anything. But yeah, man, I really like that tune. That is an old Steve Allen tune from way back. If you look it up online, you can actually find an old recording of them doing this on the Steve Allen Show and walking through the studio and everything, and all the old stars back from the 50s. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I thought it was a perfect way to start our concert. Just, man, hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. That featured solos by Eli, right here on tenor, Aiden on trumpet, Eric on alto, Christian on trombone, and Audrey over there slapping the skins on drum set. All right, we've got a lot more where that came from. The next tune is called Trouble in Taipei. It's a little bit slower jam, very bluesy kind of feel, nightclubby. Sort of like this venue presents a little bit. Very, very nice place. I say this every time we have a concert here. A very, very nice place to have a concert. It sounds great, it looks great, and you just feel like you're in a nightclub. Speaking of, no, there's no drinks. Sorry, no. But after the show, we do have some refreshments. It is Cinco de Mayo, so we have some nice refreshments, a taco bar, some nachos and stuff back in the fireside room after the concert. So come and say hi to the kids and grab you some stuff. And I have to say, Michael Lynch's salsa is some of the best that I've ever had. Very good. Aiden told me, and I tasted it, and I'm a believer. Very good, very good. I hope there's some left when I get back there. All right, so Trouble in Taipei. This is going to feature solos from Sophia on flute, Ariana on alto sax, Aiden on trumpet, other Aiden on trumpet, and Jacob on guitar. Trouble in Taipei. All right, next piece on our program is quite different than anything else that we've done. It's got so many different styles mixed into it, and it's probably one of the most difficult pieces that we have on the program. It's called El Abrazo. And here's a little background about the piece and some things that you're going to hear thematically throughout it. El Abrazo was written in memory of an amazing young man from Gahanna, Ohio, named Shane Albaugh. He was one of those rare people who was loved and appreciated by everyone who knew him. He was an accomplished musician and was known for his friendly smile and his large hugs. Unfortunately, Shane passed away due to heart defect before his senior year in high school. The musical pulse and the beginning and end of the piece represent Shane's heart, and the music that follows reflects his love for life. So you're going to hear quite a bit of that here at the beginning. Ben on piano is going to be laying down some quarter notes, feeling like that heartbeat. And as that builds and the rest of the band comes in, those quarter notes will be passed throughout all the different sections as we start to go into the main section of the piece. And then it ends very much the same way. It's a very, very nice piece. We hope you enjoy El Abrazo. That piece right there, especially knowing the backstory, that's quite the emotional roller coaster. All kinds of stuff going on. And how about Ben over there playing that very emotional intro and outro? Very good. Eli with all the emotion in his solos and on the tenor. Then Audrey over there, man, I'm not sure how many notes you played, but I don't think I can count that high. Very, very good. Yeah, Audrey over there filling in all the gaps. So next up, we have our piece by Chris Berg that we always have on these concerts of chicken fame, always with a punny chicken title. This one is no different. It's called Soul Chicken, and it features Eric Ware on alto sax. Yep, go ahead. Totally. And this year we figured we'd forego the shtick and not have him dress up in costume. Of course, last year he was Willy Wonka. Oh, where's Eric? Oh, there he comes. So we couldn't find a chicken costume in time. So that's basically what's going on here. He really, really wanted to. He did not. He did not. So nice, soulful ballad here for you, featuring Eric Ware on alto sax, Soul Chicken. Yeah, man. Nice job, Eric. Nice job. Yeah. Woo. Eric has really done a good job of making that tune his own. When I listened to that piece and saw it was an alto, so I was like, man, this has got Eric Ware written all over it. Just simply going from melody to the beginning to like, okay, let's take the melody and expand upon it. And the whole middle section is improv, and he still keeps a lot of those melodic themes. Very, very, very mature playing from our lead alto player. So nice job. Nice job. All right, now we're going to move to possibly an underappreciated section of the jazz band, the trombone section. Trombones, rise. Oh, you're already up. So this is called Please Don't Shoot the Trombone Players. There are no program notes for this, but if you know a trombone player, you probably understand the title. I don't know. They're a goofy bunch. And this tune sort of, excuse me. Take a breath. I'm thinking about tacos. This group totally reflects that, and there are a bunch of fine players as well. They're going to play a nice quartet for you, nice soulful rock, and they're each going to rip out a solo in the middle of it too. So we hope you enjoy. Please don't shoot the trombone players. Yeah, man. How about them trombones? Very nice job. Very nice job. Okay, so next up we have a trio of classics for you, all right? You might recognize them, you might not, but they just feel like jazz. The first one is a Mercer Ellington tune. Yes, brother of Duke Ellington. He actually wrote this piece, and it's a bassy style swing, bassy style, nice slow, piano-driven kind of right at the bottom of the pocket. Okay, right at the back of the beat, very, very nice swing. And this features a few solos in the middle of it by, who we got? Scarlett Reese. So there's Scarlett Reese on trumpet, Alyssa, and Ben over there on piano. All right, this is Things Ain't What They Used to Be. Sometimes there's nothing like just some straight ahead, smooth jazz. All right, that's why I like that piece. We got it out and read it several weeks ago, and I thought, you know what, we need to put this on our concert. We need a piece that's just, yeah, man, sit back and listen, have a good time. And I feel like that was the one. Speaking of a good time, you're really going to enjoy this next piece, Blue Skies. How many people are familiar with this tune, Blue Skies? I'm not going to sing it because I'm no good, and I would pale in comparison to the featured vocalist that we have here for you today. I'd like to introduce Miss Ann Stevens. Many of you probably know Ann from around town. She sings all over the place, and man, she should probably sing a few more places too, because she has a wonderful voice, and we are so blessed to have her with us here today. We hope you enjoy Blue Skies.
Thank you, my friend.
Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds, they're singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right, noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love, my, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, seeing nothing but blue skies from now on. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right, noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love, my, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, seeing nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies from now on. Thank you.
Ann Stevens, everyone, Ann Stevens. We are so blessed to have so many people in our community that are very, very strong musicians and also willing to give up their time on an evening to come sing with the school group. And we want to thank Ann one more time just for coming and being with us today. We hope to have her on some more of our concerts, maybe singing 2 or 3 tunes. So, yep, she's a blessing. All right, we've got one more for you. Maybe one more, maybe 2 more. One more for you, and this is a Stan Kenton classic, La Suerte de los Tontos. If you're a fan of this type of music and you've listened to big band music throughout your life, you've heard this tune at some point. It's a very, very nice Latin chart and a great way to end a concert, especially going into our taco bar there in the fireside room right afterwards. So, guys, we hope you've enjoyed the concert tonight, all the talent and hard work that you've seen on stage. I just want to recognize our seniors real quick. If you're a senior, stand up and be recognized. These guys really are the core of our program, not just our jazz program, but the core of our whole band program. There's not a selfish one in the bunch either. There's not a one of them that's all about me, me, me. Look how good I am. They're all about, hey, I have something I can show you and make you better in my section. All right? They're all about helping out people in their section, making their band better. That's what I like about these guys. They're great musicians and great people, and they teach each other. They're great teachers already. So that's fantastic. Oh, you guys can sit down, by the way. They're great teachers, maybe not good students. I don't know about that. But all right, last tune, Los Suerte de los Tontos. All right, I said there were maybe two. So we have a small group of these guys that formed a funk combo and participated in the school's talent show and crushed it. And they're going to have an encore performance of that here just shortly once we get reset and get some other folks off the stage. But one more time for the jazz band. All right, give us just a minute and we'll have your encore. All right, this is a small group we call Out of Pocket, and this is a tune they call Dinky Doinky. Out of pocket. Out of pocket, everyone. Hey guys, thank you as always for supporting your children, your nieces, your nephews, your friends as they continue on with music and in jazz. We are so lucky and blessed at our school to be able to have it as a class during the day where it's protected, where it's legitimized, so that way there's an opportunity there, and it's in the schedule, and it's a great thing for these kids to be able to have. And I'm proud of these kids. I'm proud of the others, and I wish we had more music for you, but we don't. These guys right here, though, this was all of them. They worked on this after school as a group, and they put that all together themselves. All right, I've run out of words, and that's probably a good thing. We've got some refreshments in there for you. Say hi to the kids and enjoy some snacks. Thank you. We'll see you next time.